President Trump has commuted the life sentence of a drug convict. Alice Johnson was released from federal prison Wednesday, but her conviction stands. She had some help from a high-profile advocate as well. Paula Reid is at the White House.
Alice Marie Johnson. I'm a 62-year-old mother, grandmother, and great-grandmother.
Johnson filmed this video for the news site Mike while serving a life sentence for possession of cocaine and money laundering. The interview caught the attention of reality star Kim Kardashian West, and last week she visited the White House to lobby President Trump on Johnson's behalf.
I think that, he really spent the time to listen to our case.
Today, Kardashian tweeted, "Best news ever," and called Johnson to tell her that after 21 years behind bars, she would soon be free. Johnson is the latest in a series of high-profile acts of clemency, including pardons for Joe Arpaio, the controversial Arizona sheriff, Scooter Libby, a former aide to Vice President Dick Cheney, and Dinesh D'Souza, a conservative commentator. Late last month, Mr. Trump posthumously pardoned boxing legend Jack Johnson at the behest of actor Sylvester Stallone.
We righted a wrong. Jack Johnson was not treated fairly.
President Trump has bypassed the traditional Justice Department process for recommending clemency. Instead, the White House is preparing pardons for dozens of other people.
You're fired.
Mr. Trump has floated pardons for former Illinois Governor Rod Blagojevich and lifestyle mogul Martha Stewart, both former members of the Apprentice TV franchise. And as the Russia investigation continues, the president has also suggested pardoning himself. But some Republicans believe that may be taking it too far.
I don't know the technical answer to that question, but I think obviously the answer is he shouldn't, and no one is above the law.
CBS News Washington correspondent Paula Reid joins us now from the White House. Paula, why did Johnson receive clemency when President Trump has been so harsh and pushing for tough penalties for drug offenders?
It's a great question, and tonight some conservatives are asking if instead of being tough on crime, as the president promised he would be, if he is practicing celebrity clemency. This case came to his attention through reality star Kim Kardashian, and there are some people that are concerned that the president is is taking requests from celebrities to grant clemency instead of going through the traditional Justice Department process where they review hundreds, even thousands of applications and then pass along qualified candidates to the White House. But it's important to point out she didn't get a full pardon. Her sentence has been commuted, so her jail time comes to an end, but that conviction still stands.
And talk to me more about that celebrity criticism. What kind of pattern have we noticed by now when we look at the president's pardons altogether and the ones he said he's considering?
That's right. So if we take his 5 pardons, his 2 commutations, and his 2 suggestions, you do see a lot of high-profile people. Like you saw there in the package, you have controversial sheriff, you have Dinesh D'Souza, you have Scooter Libby, and then he floated the idea of pardoning Martha Stewart and Rod Blagojevich. These are all people who arguably you would see on TV. So again, there are some concerns that he may not be considering petitions for marginalized people or folks who don't have a celebrity advocate or not themselves a celebrity. But he's very young in his term. He still has plenty of time to review many more applications.
And what about the number of pardons President Trump has given so far? Is this typical of previous administrations?
It's not. Compared to President Obama, by the time he was in this same point in his presidency, he had only pardoned a turkey at the annual Thanksgiving celebration. It took him a while before he issued his hundreds and thousands of pardons and commutations. So it remains to be seen how many he'll do overall, but he is definitely on a much faster pace than his predecessor.
And that wasn't even a famous turkey. No one knew who the turkey was that President Obama pardoned. Paula Reid at the White House, thank you.